Hey guys. Hello everyone. Welcome to this not the usual podcast type of video. Well, first off, my name is Melanie, also known as Cozy Cardigans on Instagram and on Ravelry, and I'm also known as Big Little Yarn Co. I am the owner and dyer of the hand-dyed yarn shop Big Little Yarn Co. And you can find me on Instagram. And you can find me at my website, biglittleyarn.com. So today is going to be a little different from the usual stuff. So you can see I have a bunch of empty bookshelves behind me, and what you can't see, and I'll show you in a little bit, is this big pile of my stash and books and stuff that I'm planning to put into these shelves here. And I recently watched Emily Curtis. She is the podcaster behind 108 Stitches, and I really love her podcast. She's a really sweet person. She's really fun to watch. I'll link her YouTube channel down below if you don't know about her. But she recently did like a little stash kind of tour where she kind of organized her yarn back into her bookshelves, and I thought that was really fun. And I honestly love watching people organize their stuff all the time, so I thought maybe you guys would like to as well. So for those of you who are new to this channel and haven't watched any of my videos yet, I recently, like 2 weeks ago, relocated to the home that my husband and I bought in Japan back last March. So we bought it, and then we had to move back, or not move back, but go back to the US for a lot longer than we thought because of COVID. So now that we're back here, we set up our shelves. So we finished setting up these shelves yesterday. And then, as you can see, my husband already kind of put his stuff in. And then, so now I have all these shelves to fill. I'm pretty sure all of this stuff won't fill up this today, because a lot of these bottom ones back here, you see like these bigger ones down here, I'm planning on using those as like my undyed yarn area. So when my shop goes up back and running, I do need a lot of space for undyed and dyed yarn. So that's going to be down over here. So I'm probably going to leave that area empty. And then these larger areas like this one right here and like these ones here, my husband wants to buy some sculptures and art and stuff like that. Because when we lived in LA, we used to own a vintage mid-century modern store, online store, and then we had a lot of sculptures and stuff inside our bookshelves in LA, and we really liked that. So hopefully we'll be able to do that here. So I'm just leaving these bigger ones open, but I do have to fill all the rest of these smaller guys. So I guess I should show you the state of my stash right now. So hold on a sec. Okay, so this is the state of my stash and stuff right now. There's books underneath those, and here, there's a bunch here. So it's definitely not going to fill up everything, but I think it'll be fun to go through. So that's the state of my stash right now. It's a bit of a mess because I literally just threw everything into like 1 or 2 boxes and then just brought it here because we packed in a day. Like, because if you don't know, Japan currently has restrictions on non-nationals coming into Japan right now, and we had to book it so that we could make it here before those restrictions began, because Tim is not a Japanese national. So that's why it's a complete mess. I literally just brought all my yarn that I have plans for, and then a lot of the fiber that are really special, but I do still have a lot of fiber back in the States that I didn't bring. But anyways, so I thought that it would be fun to just go over all of these fibery things with you and then tell you the plans that I have for them, because for pretty much most of them I do have plans for. I usually don't purchase things unless I have plans for them, but also at the same time I have a lot of scraps that I don't know what to do with. So yeah, and then I also have a lot of books, so if you aren't interested in the books part, I'm gonna do the books last probably, so that those who don't really care about the books part can just leave, and then if you're interested in the books, you can stay until the end. So, pretty overwhelmed, don't know where to start, but I guess I'll just like reach in and grab. So you saw that like mountain of stuff. I guess I'll just reach in and start grabbing stuff. So first thing that I see, I showed you this in my last podcast episode, but this is the limited edition woolly mammoth from lovely Emma. It is her 100% Dorset wool yarn, this lovely peony pink color. And I do have plans for this. I plan on making the bloom cardigan, and I talked about that last episode. So I mean, I guess I'll just start putting stuff into the shelves. I'm not really sure like what order I'm gonna do it in. I'm thinking I'm probably just gonna like scatter. Tim said that he wanted these two shelves, this one here and this one here, to be his area, because I'm gonna have my desk. I'm not sure if you could tell, but there's like a window right here, and then I'm probably gonna have my desk right over here. So it's gonna be my side. That little side's gonna be his side. So so I guess I'll just put it in. Where should I put you? From here, and I'm honestly not really sure how I should organize my stuff, if I want to do like by weight or by color. I'm probably gonna do it by color just because I like that better, but I'm not sure. Well, anyways, then I got, okay, and then I have her lovely autumnal mini skein set. This I'm planning on making into a shawl using this with this undyed Peruvian wool together, like a colorwork shawl. And I have like a design in my mind, but so I guess I'll just keep these two together. It's a cute little box. And then I have here the fiber. Okay, so I've got this fiber. This is some mystery fiber from my stash back at home. It's just this plum colored, I'm not sure what the base is. I got it like secondhand, but I think this color, this plummy purple, would look really good with this color. This is from Beautiful Fiber Life. I'm not sure if this has a name, and I don't recall what the base is, and I didn't keep the tag. Yeah, I'm not sure, but this is from A Beautiful Fiber Life. It's this gray, muted, purple, blue, green roving. And I think these two together would make a really nice 2-ply. So I guess I'll keep these two together. And then I usually keep my fiber in Ziplocs just to preserve them from the elements. And they actually worked really well during an international move as well. So let me put these back into their bags. These. Okay, there's that. Oh man, so many tangled things. Sorry if this video is a bit disjointed and stuff, but okay. And then also I have this wonderful self-striping sock yarn. It's from Nomadic Yarns. And then this is Squad Gourds, which is pretty cute. It's like oranges, greens, yellows. And then I plan on using, I have this kind of random not full skein of kabocha from my shop, and I thought, wow, kabocha is a type of squash, and this one's called Squad Gourds. They look perfect together. So that is a future project. I'm currently working on her first frost colorway as like my travel train knitting kind of thing, and that's really fun as well. So that is the thing. I like to keep them together. Do I need the bag? Maybe I don't need the bag. Because I already... I'm just going to take it out of the bag. I'm just going to keep these two together. And these... Okay, so I decided Emma's little corner right up here is going to be my non-superwash stuff. I don't think I have a lot. It might just be that. So I'm gonna put sock project somewhere else. Might put it. Let me put it over here. And then, okay, so another sock project that's been a bit languishing is this is the patina colorway from my yarn shop. It's up like this. This pattern is by Summerly Knits. This is her little black socks pattern, and it's been in this tube form for quite a while because I have it on these little tiny circular needles, and I realized after I was working on this that I don't know why I decided to change it up, but I usually do 2 at a time magic loop method for socks, and that's just always how I do it. And I thought maybe it'll be fun to just do 1 at a time with these mini ones just to try them out, but I don't think that's really for me. I really like working on it 2 at a time. So I've been waiting to finish my first frost socks so that I could work on this one. This one's for Tim. It's just this really nice vintagey, rusty color. That's why I named it patina. But so this is like a very long, taking a really long time kind of sock project. So that goes with the socks. And over here. And then, okay, well, I have like a bunch of balls of these. So I have this, I think I have like 5 or 6 balls of this Knit Picks wool worsted. This is in the colorway, I'm not sure, it doesn't really say. well, anyways, it's upcycled 100% wool for Knit Picks in this lovely blue. And I think I was thinking about making a, hold on. So this is gonna be, yeah, a deck cardigan by Irina and Akiva for Book and Tweed. So that'll be fun. So I guess, I'm not sure where the other balls went because everything's just going around everywhere. But I guess it could go here. So I'll just collect it there as I go. What else do I have? Oh, here's another fiber from A Beautiful Fiber Life. It's this really nice bat. Maybe I should just show it to you. So this is Beautiful Fiber Life. And then, yeah, so this is just like a really nice red and purple sparkly bat. Not sure what to do with it yet, but I love it so much. It's super soft. So I brought it with me. So I guess this will go in my fiber section. Over here. Okay, what else? Oh, I've also brought my not my ball winder, but my skein winder, Swift, Amish Swift, because it's really trusty for it. I've used it forever. Not sure if I have someplace to put this right now. There for now. And then, well, I've also brought my sewing stuff here as well. I usually do print out home patterns, and then I just fold them up and keep them in Ziplocs when I'm done with them, because I don't want to keep printing them out. So they're kind of, I think I want to get like a little basket or something to put the Ziplocs in, because they're kind of small. But for now, I guess I'll just put it here. I think I have a few more of those somewhere. And then, let's see, it's a bit dark. Let me turn on the light. It's a little better. So, sorry, it's a little artificial light in here, but I have to make do. Okay, and then, oh, okay. I also brought this. It is, again, the wool worsted by Knit Picks. And this one, I'm planning on making, it's called the Leaves cardigan. And it's inside one of my knitting books that I showed you last podcast episode. Looks like maybe I could show it to you. Looks like that. Really pretty, and I thought this would be perfect for it. So let me see. Okay, got 5 balls of this, so I guess I'll just put these together with the blue ones that I found. There, very cute. Oh, and then also, right now you saw, I don't know if you saw my last episode, but I'm knitting a sweater for Tim. This is the yarn I'm using for it. Am I holding it upside down? Yep. It's the Knit Picks. Focus. There goes. Knit Picks Reverie. It's 100% alpaca. It's in the Falcon Gray colorway. So I'm going to put that is gonna be full. Over here. So that bag is nice and empty now. Let's see. So this bag. Okay, this one has a very long hibernating whip. Doesn't look like much, but this is the soiree sweater. And I only have like about an inch. I'm knitting it in my Yume colorway from my shop. And I'm using the kid silk lace along with the 100% merino fingering. So super soft. It's the colors are very subtle, which I love. Yeah, this has been quite long languishing. I really want to get back to this one soon. I keep it in these bags because I alternate skeins, but at the same time I hold these two balls together, so I have 4 balls attached to the sweater at the same time, and if I take the balls out of the bags they get so tangled, so I just keep it in 2 separate bags, 2 balls in each. And then I think this one has my extra balls because I'm gonna need some more yarn, so 2 bags for one project. So I need to keep this together in the bag. I think I'll just put this here for now. Let me see. And then this one, so inside this lovely Shelly Can project bag is a sweater for a secret project. I finished it quite a while back, but I never took it out because it's a secret, but then the date for the reveal got pushed back and I don't want to accidentally show it to anybody in my Instagram, so I just been kind of hiding it away in here. So I'm just gonna put this together with this bag. Okay. And then I have this bag here. I got this bag in Venice during my honeymoon. It's pretty cute. Let's see. What is in here? Okay, so I have one languishing whip that I haven't touched since last March. I don't even remember what this yarn is. It's just this black single ply bulky weight kind of yarn. And I was knitting up a beanie for Tim because he requested a black beanie, but I think the gauge is too, like the needles are too small and the gauge is too tight. It's not very stretchy, so I'm probably gonna have to frog this and re-knit it. That's okay. So yeah, it's just this beanie for him. I don't think this is super wash either, so I guess I'll put it in the, I'm just gonna take it off these needles because these needles are not working. So I'm gonna put this in the next to Emma's stuff, I guess. Okay. And then in this bag as well is another languishing whip. It's this lovely cable sweater. It's a top-down yoke. These really nice cables. It is called the Amabilis sweater for Brooklyn tweed. The designer is Irina Dmitrieva. But this is the yoke part so far. So I'm like almost done with the cable pattern, and then the rest is just stockinette. So I'm like getting there. But for this I'm using my Big Little Yarn Co. yarn. This is Rust in the 100% merino fingering base, and I'm holding that together with patina. And then that makes this really nice, like, it looks variegated, but it looks subtly variegated because the main yarn, Rust, is a tonal, but the Kid Silk Lace is variegated, so it makes this really nice, very subtle color. So yeah, I'm making that. That is currently on the needles. I really like having them in these bags, so I guess I'll just put them together. What else? Okay, so this is a lot. I'm not even sure. I think this is all kind of spread out. Let me see. Oof. There's some random tags, random fabric scraps. Okay, so this bag is filled with the yarn scraps from my twig sweater. So it's I still have complete balls. So it's the Knit Picks palette yarn. And then I am hoping to make a tonic cardigan by Kate Davies. Looks like this. Well, maybe I could put a picture up for you. I just talked about it last podcast episode. But I have enough to make one using these very autumnal color scheme. So I guess I should just keep all that together somewhere. I guess I could put it with the rubbery. Got these little like random, almost complete but not quite complete balls. So okay, let's continue. So much stuff. Oh my gosh. So I also have, okay, I have a ton of these. I have these random bags of scrap yarn that I'm using for Another Languishing Whip by Penguono. I have this so far. So this is the back. So I finished the back. I finished one set of like ridges, and then right now I'm at the sides. So let me move this back. So this one's kind of crazy because, so I organized these bags in color kind of order. So these are like the greens and the browns, and then the one that Penguono's living in is like the blues, and then there's like some green in there, And then there's another bag somewhere with a bunch of purples and reds, but I think it kind of fell out and it's a mess. So where should I put this stuff? So I like having it in these color bags because it's easier to kind of, it's a lot of marling and it really helps me to kind of marl colors that kind of go well together. So I want to keep these in these bags. So let's put it there for now. Okay, and then if I find my other purple bag, I'll put it in there as well. And then here's another few fiber stuff. And then this one and this one are mystery fibers. This one's like a green and purple. This one's like dark green blues. And this one I showed in my last podcast episode. This is the Casual Fashion Queen Winter Solstice colorway. I was gushing over it last episode, so if you want to look at that. That'll go with my fiber. Okay. And then let's conquer this bag. Okay, this bag has, oh, this green goes in the Penguono. This bag has a large amount of these mustard balls. So long story short, I think I ordered like 6 balls of this. It's palette yarn from Knit Picks in the turmeric colorway, but they accidentally sent me double the amount, so I have this like huge bag. And I'm currently working on the Willa cardigan by Sari Nordlund. I say working on it, but I literally only have like one sleeve cuff, but that's what I want to make out of this nice little cabled sunny cardigan. So let me find a place for you. I found the little cuff I was talking about. That's it. That's all I've got, but I'm really excited about how the cables are gonna knit up in this. It's gonna be so pretty. Super cute. This little cute bag is now free. Found some more things to go in my Penguono bag. Here's another fiber I showed last episode. Atomic Fiber Co. Funky Green Bat. So I brought one sewing project with me. This is a hand sewing project. I don't think I've shown you before because things got a little busy. I'm making the all-well box top, but it's hand sewing. So right now I just sewed the top 2 shoulders. That's all I've got. So I'm using kind of medium heavyweight linen, and then I'm using for the thread a 100% linen thread. And when when you're using 100% linen thread, you need to use beeswax as well, so that together. So let me show you a complete seam. So this is one seam that's complete. This is inside out. This is how the seam looks. So I just not sure what the term is. I'm still pretty new to hand sewing. Hand felled the seams down, is that what it is? So you kind of just, first you sew across, all the way across. This is back stitched all the way across the seam, and then you kind of fold the seam, one of the seams over the other, so that you hide that raw edge, and then you have this nice clean seam. So as you can see, this is still a long way to go, but I brought it with me because I really love hand sewing. It's just really very therapeutic for me. It takes quite a while, but I kind of love that about it. So I have like all the pieces cut out, and then it's kind of wrinkled, but this is the long sleeves for it. So that is that. So I brought that with me from the US. Okay, and then also the other fabric I brought from the US is this mystery bargain, kind of very loosely woven. I want to say it's like some kind of linen or cotton. I got this in San Francisco a while back, but I want to make a all-well cardigan coat out of this thing. So I brought it with me just in case I end up buying a sewing machine someday, or if I want to hand sew it, but I don't know if I want to hand sew with this fabric. But fabric stash can go fabric corner, and then let's see, okay, this is the Bragna sweater by Covive, and I finished one sleeve. I forgot to tell you guys, I finished one sleeve and I'm on the other, but I tried it on and this sleeve is super tight, like it is way too small for my arms. I'm not sure why, but it's kind of in timeout. Like I don't know what I want to do with the sleeves. Like maybe it should just be short sleeves. It's really cute. It's in my colorways. This is Himawari. The brown is bramble and the green is lichen. So it's a really cute striped sweater. It's just the sleeves are not working for me. So yeah, I think I might just frog the sleeves and then maybe just do a cuff and then have it short sleeves. Not sure. But yeah, this is just kind of on the side because I don't know what to do with it. So it's just living in this bag. So I guess it could go in the bag area. Okay. Then I also brought this. It's like the only pattern I've ever bought, like from the craft store. I don't know if it's really my style anymore, but anyways, I brought it just in case. You never know. It is kind of cute. I really like the tie here. It kind of reminds me of this one. I really like that kind of design. It's the Very Easy Vogue. This is the number V9363. So that. This goes in my red Panguano bag, wherever it is. This is also random scrap that I will throw into my Panguano. This is for the tonic. Okay. Well, this is a skein of my most recent hand spun. I have 2 skeins of this. One of them is being used right now in my kind of languishing whip. I have so many languishing whips, but I'm making mittens out of them. So I finished the cuff and I'm currently like this much into the hand portion. So I have one more skein. But that could go to the non-super wash area. And then I have these 2 random balls. So this one is from my what do you call it? Winter, that sock swap that Shop Lumbersery does during December. So I don't remember. My partner told me what this was in her letter, and then I accidentally threw the letter away during my move. So I have no idea what it is, but it's a lovely like burgundy color, and I think it's some kind of like MCN sock yarn. So I have that, and then I also have this mystery ball. I think it'll be for my Panguano, because I don't really know what I would use this for otherwise. But this one I'm saving for a future sock. That's somewhere. Also, I'll put that in the sock area. And then, and then I got one more Nomadic Yarns self-striping colorway. This is the colorway Buzzkill, based off of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which is one of my kind of, I'd like to say it's a comfort movie because I've watched it so many times. I know what happens, doesn't really scare me. But this is her yak sock base. 70% merino, 20% yak, 10% nylon. And it's like this super nice autumnal grungy color. Super excited about this one. I'm not sure what I'm gonna hold. I think maybe like some kind of darker brown, darker plummy color. I'm not sure. Yeah, for the contrast heel, but we'll see. So that goes into my sock area. Random scraps for my Panguano. We've got some random fabric scraps. I usually save fabric scraps that are bigger than 2 inches by 2 inches, just in case I ever want to like make a tiny quilt square blanket. I've seen those before and I think those are really cute, so I always just save little bits. Same for these. These are my leftovers from my corduroy pants. My corduroy Pomona pants by Anna Ellen Clothing. So I have these little scraps. I was kind of scared about bringing these because they're so thin, but these are my sock blockers from Wild Stitches, and they're kind of, what do you call it? You could change the size. You could change the size as you'd like, because my feet are really small and Tim's is a lot larger than mine, so I wanted to buy just one sock blocker that we could both use. So brought this. And then I think this one might be my last fiber that I've brought from America. It's this really, and then the person I bought it from nicely labeled it as merino top. It's this really, really dark purple plum color. Super nice. But, fibers. And then, what else do I have? Some more scraps from my Pengono scraps. Oh, this is the yarn that came with the contrast color that I was just telling you about. This is Graphic Dye Works in the Tris colorway, and I think their base is called Baseline Fingering 3-ply. So super nice, this like mottled mauve purple. So yeah, that will go beautifully together. So that belongs to each other, so I'm keeping this together. Let's see, and then in here, oh, I have the rest of that blue deck cardigan yarn, so I'm gonna put that here. That is good. And then I have this mess. I have this random needle just lying around. It's like a luggage strap. This is a scrap for my Penguono. More fabric scraps. This is I guess frogged technically, but I haven't actually frogged it yet. I'm using the yarn that was meant to go for this for the Amabilis pullover for Brooklyn Creek, that cabley one that I showed you earlier. This is patina and kid silk lace. And just so you know, unfortunately, I am discontinuing the kid silk lace from now on. I'm switching over to Surrey alpaca, so you guys can look forward to that once I start selling yarn again. But I think it'll look pretty similar to this, but a lot more fuzzier and like cloudier from the alpaca. But just so you know, there's that. Still need to frog this. I forget what this, I still really want to make this though, and I'm thinking I want to buy some like cotton linen yarn or something to make it with, instead of, I was doing it like using a lace weight to have a lighter one, but I was thinking that something cotton or linen would be really nice with this pattern. This is the, let's see, honestly don't even remember what it is, but if I remember it, I'll put the info up here. But yeah, so probably maybe during the summer that'll be a good project to have. But I'm gonna, I should just take out the, I'm gonna take out the needle and then just save this. I don't even know if I want to frog this, because kid silk lace is these like fuzzier types of yarns, are really hard to frog because they're the stitches just stick together so much. So I'm not even sure if I could frog this, but so I'll put this in the non-superwash area. Let's see. And then these yarns in this bag are all random skeins that I don't know what to do with, and I don't really want to put it in my penguono because they're not really scraps. They could still make a project somehow. But first off is this this yarn I used to make one of Tim's beanies, and this one, I forget the name of the breed, but it's from, I bought it from the UK a while back. Let me see if I could find the name. Oh, this is Armscote Manor Black Welsh Mountain, the DK weight. So it's this very rustic, very dark, not chocolate brown, more like a mocha brown. Like, I want to say dirt brown, but like it's very almost gray brown color. As you can see, it's very like rustic, I guess. So I used up one ball and a little bit of this to make his beanie. So I still have this much. I'm not sure if I want to make myself a beanie out of it because it is a bit itchy for me, but it could be something. I know it could be something, I just don't know what it could be. So putting this in the non-superwash area. And then, oh, my skein kind of fell out, but this is another, this was like a mistake skein of Yume. I think there's like a streak of blue somewhere, and I didn't really feel comfortable sewing it, so that I just keep it for myself. I'll probably, I was thinking maybe a shawl or something out of it. Oh yeah, here's the, so there's this like random patch of blue. So it's like mistake skein. So I'm not really sure what I'll make, but it'll come. Probably a shawl. Just gonna make a random hank. So there's that. And then I also have, I bought this from a D-Stash sale on Instagram, but it's Explore Knits. It is her Joshua Tree National Park colorway in her Denali sock base. And I bought this because Tim and I actually got married in Joshua Tree. We just rented out an Airbnb and set up the backyard, and we only had 40-ish people at our wedding. So it was really small, but it's really special. So I got this. And I haven't done anything with it because I don't know what to make with it. I just really wanted the colorway because I'm a really big fan. And I was trying to figure out what colorway to get, but I was glad that somebody was de-stashing this. So I got this one. But yeah, it's actually kind of similar to my Yume base. But hers has like some really nice speckles in it. And I think it's a little bit more variegated than mine. But yeah, this is really pretty, and I'm really happy that I own it. But I guess I should put this in the sock area. And then let's see. I've got this very random, I think this is a merino cashmere nylon from a dyer that I don't remember. I think I got this in like 2017, like a really long time ago, and I literally only knit this toe. So this has been languishing for quite a while now, but I do really want to make something out of it. It's just, I keep forgetting. This could go in my sock area as well. And then I also have this incomplete skein of tamago. I made like a mini skein, a sample mini skein out of it, which is why it's like an incomplete skein. So I'm just kind of using these as contrasting heels and toes for any of the self-striping that I have. But I also think maybe it'll be fun to make another helical sock out of these. So just go up here as well. Oh, okay. Most I got most of this. Oh, I've got some leftover nori. This is my nori colorway in my merino nylon sock base. I use this along with nori for Kim Huga Canyon's old mill shawl. I think I showed in my last podcast. And I'm using the shoyu leftovers for the contrasting heels, toes for the current socks that I'm using, which is why I don't have it. But I think I might make another pair of socks out of these because they obviously go together so nicely. So I have that. I also have, these are some of my very first hand-dyed yarn that I just still have. This is like when I first started dyeing yarn, I had no idea what I was doing. So it's just this dark purple with, I kind of tied off some parts, so it has like specks of white, and then this is just, I think the leftover, I just use it to soak up leftover dye from this. So maybe they could be socks, I don't know. But yeah, just random sock yarn. I've got some more large leftovers from my emery shawl from Shapiro Knits, and these can still, that pattern didn't use too much yarn at all, so these can like seriously make another shawl, but I don't really want to make another in the same color, obviously, so not sure what to do with these. And then I have like, this is the leftover from my, what's it called? Oh, Salix Alba sweater. I held this together with komorebi. This is my matcha colorway. So that could still go. This I caked up already, but this was a mistake skein of a lichen that I made. It has like a splotch of red somewhere in here. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. So I have a bunch of lichen. Probably make something out of. And then this one is a test skein for my Wool and Honey exclusive colorway that I have for their Sock of the Month Club, or Sleeping Bear Yarn Club, their October month. So this is just like an extra that I kept for myself so I could match up the colors when I'm dyeing. So I can make myself some pretty nice socks out of these too. But I have so much, I have so much more sock yarn than I thought I did. But yeah. And then got this. Oh jeez. This is a leftover yarn. I knitted Tim a bow tie for our wedding. This is the leftover yarn from that. It's the Peary base from Brooklyn Tweed. I think I'm probably gonna just put that in the Pinguono. So let me put all this away first real quick. so many scraps. So here's like a full, almost full skein of, this is also one of my first hand dyed yarns. It's just this strawberry orange kind of colorway. So that could be something. Here's a bunch of bramble that I still have. That could be used for socks as well. Oh, here's this is in a ball, but this was the contrast color for Shop La Mercery's Sock of the Month Club. I was the January dyer, and one of the mini skeins that I dyed up was super tangled, so I just kept that one, just cut it up, probably just use it as contrast toes, heel toe socks type of thing. So I just have like 4 random balls of that because it's super tangled. This is a sock blank from I don't know who, another hand dyer. This is red, blue, black one. I think I bought this, like this one of my first yarns that I bought hand dyed. So I should still make socks out of this. I feel like I keep saying I should make socks out of this, but I just have a lot of sock yarn. And then I also have a random nori mini skein. I think this one's super tangled, that's why I kept it. There's that. And then I also had some leftover tamago, and this was matcha, but it's kind of a bit too dark for matcha. So random mini skeins. Guess I'll use it for socks. This is the leftovers from a hand dyed skein from Kindred yarns. So I already made socks out of these, but this is just like a little baby bump. Probably go my Penguono. This is also a random hand dyed yarn. Don't know who it is. It's got some cuts in it from moths, but I was thinking I'll put it inside my Penguono. I just have like little baby bits. Just throw it into my Penguono again. Yeah, but I think my red Penguono bag just disappeared because I have it all. It's just not in a nice bag. So I'm thinking for these random baby scraps, I'll just keep it in my bag and just put it down there maybe, because they're not super important. And then this is also one of my, it's the same plum with white specks color that I made quite a long while back. Right there. And then I feel like now that I look at it, this bramble scrap might look good with the buzzkill. Ooh, kind of like that, very subtle. So maybe I'll do that. Or yellow. Subtle, pop of color, not sure. But maybe I'll keep some of the mini skeins up there. Let's keep these two up there. This one can go in the scraps, I guess. Fabric scraps. Also got my all box top pattern cut out in here. Brought that with me. also have, so I bought this when I was here in Japan last. Bunch of needles, bunch of random scraps, Pangono scraps, and then I left this Tiny Human Knits self-striping yarn here. I forgot. This is her Morgan colorway, and it's supposed to be a Christmas colorway, but honestly, I think it looks good any time of the year, so I got it. But I forgot I left this here. I'm so happy I have it. Oh wow, I have so many self-striping yarns. I'm so happy. So yeah, I have that. Look here. Yes. And then, oh, this is her Dunder Knit Rainbow colorway from Tiny Human Knits. This is the leftovers. I'm gonna keep that together with the self-striping. Oh, and then she also included this mini or micro skein of this variegated color. It's like this beige, so keep that there. And then this is the yarn I got from a Japanese yarn shop. It's the Haberdashery, the Linen Bird. They sell yarn and fabric and notions and things like that. So this is from quite a while back, but I have 3 skeins of this worsted cotton yarn in the, unfortunately it's called the espresso instead of the espresso, but this is the tag from Blue Sky Alpacas. And it's this brown, kind of leaning towards dark purple kind of color. And it's 100% cotton. I have no idea what I was planning on making with this, but I have it here, which is nice. I totally forgot I bought this because this was back in March, and this has just been sitting here. So now I'm glad I could enjoy it. Should I put this though? So empty bag. Oh, this is the tag for that black yarn I was telling you about. So this single black yarn, or a single ply black yarn that I'm using to make Tim's beanie, it is Manos del Uruguay, and it's 100% wool. It's their Classica, wool Classica in black, and I believe it's hand spun from Corriedale. So there's some info for you there. I should keep this together. That's good to know. Glad I kept the tag. That's done. Last bag. Oh, this is just a bag of my, I show you this last episode, but it has my advent calendar mini skeins and this Bubbles and Brioche shawl by West Knits. So that stays in the bag. And then, okay, so I have this like pile of Panguono stuff that used to be in a bag but is now not for some reason, so I'm gonna put that in a spare spare plastic bag. I really would like some baskets or something. So I got some random scraps. Throw these in. These are like my red, purple, brown, warm color type of bag. Now I think I'm going to take these out. This would be a, I made a beanie for Tim. This is Biche et Bouche Le Petit Lambswool, I believe. Oh no, this is this is not Biche et Bouche. This is, what is it? No, I wrote it down. Oh, Retrosaria Brusca yarn. And I made a beanie for Tim. But I think I can make one for myself. And it's such a like bright primary red, it doesn't really go well with the yarns that are going in my Penguono. So I think I'm gonna keep this separate. So this is still quite a good amount. My shirt. Rest of these in here. It's another sock yarn that I dyed a long time ago. I think I'm going to keep this separate actually. So this is my rest of my Penguono stuff. Okay, I think that's all the yarn. Yeah. Oh. This is, yeah, that's all the yarn. Ta-da! So there's still tons of space left, which means, well, I mean, I still try to be careful when I purchase yarns, but I know that I still have space for them, so that's fine. If you're not interested in books, I'm gonna start on the books now. There isn't too much. I only brought 10 books from America. Oh, but some fibery books, I guess, before you go. These two are the knitting books that I showed you last episode, so these are gonna go up there. And then I also brought this book, this hefty book. This is the Fleece and Fiber source book, and honestly it is one of my favorite like books, and it has so much information about so many different kinds of sheep breeds. If you are super into spinning, or if you just like to know more about the types of fiber and like kind of expand your horizons out of the usual like merino or BFL kind of fibers, this book is really great. It's a really good read. It's really big, and it has so much info, and like it's lovely pictures and info about all these different kinds of sheep breeds. So I definitely recommend this. So this is the biggest book that I brought. This is really heavy. It was so heavy that I had to take it out of my check-in stuff and put it in my backpack as a carry-on because it was too heavy to fit. So yeah, so if you're not interested in all the book stuff and you're just here for the yarn stuff, I'm gonna cross over to books now. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed me organizing everything. I hope it wasn't boring or anything like that. It was fun doing this with you, or else I would have taken forever to organize that pile of stuff that was over here. Now it's pretty cleared out. I just have my books. So yeah, thank you for watching. So now for the books, let me put these guys away real quick. Gonna put my fiber book here, and then my knitting stuff just up here. Tim has his magazines here, so I guess I'll put mine here too. And then, oh, I also have a couple of Japanese sewing books. Sorry if the angle looks a little different, it's because I had to change the battery. But I was talking about how I have some Japanese sewing books. I have this one. This one's a little like funky and like artistic. Like I feel like the designs in here are not always super wearable. So I mean, I like the spreads and stuff. And then they do have nice clothes. It's just like, you know, like I'm probably not gonna wear this crop top anytime soon, so this is just nice to have. And then I have made a top out of this book, Simple Chic. And then this one's really nice. It's got some nice like minimal clothes. It was just a bit too advanced for me at the time when I had it, so I haven't made anything. But yeah, I brought it with me anyways, because just in case. I feel like I'm not advanced or anything like that, but I feel like I am a little bit more comfortable when it comes to sewing. So I brought that with me. And then let me put that with the magazine, with the name magazine. And then, so I have my books. Forgot I also have a Nitty Naughty. I'm not sure where it is. So I have some books I brought from the US. Brought my favorite book, Alice in Wonderland. Umbrella Man by Roald Dahl. Bram Stoker, Dracula. Bless me. These three I've read so far. These I have not read. This is Human Acts by Han King. And then His Bloody Project by Graham McRae Brunei. It's a mouthful. Of This New World by Allegra Hyde. It's magical realism. I'm excited about that. And then these I've read already. I bought these, or I brought these last March. Guide to Being Born by Ramona Asubel. It's one of my favorite short story collections. Yoko Ogawa, Housekeeper and the Professor. This is also quite good. One of my favorite authors, Vonnegut. This is his While Mortals Sleep. This is a short story collection, like posthumous short story collection. And then Willful Creatures by Amy Bender, another magical realism. And then these I have not read. This is another favorite author of mine, Haruki Murakami, is A Wild Sheep Cheese. And then this is Flights by Olga Tokarczuk. I think I've read this already actually. Don't quite remember. This is Isabel Allende. yeah, Allende, The House of Spirits. It's another magical realism. This is 100 Years of Solitude. I've read part of it, but I lost my place and I don't remember what it was about, so buy it with me. And then lastly, Winter People by Jennifer Mahone. So those are the books I brought with me. Obviously they're not going to fill these shelves, but I am planning on bringing more back next time I go back to the US, whenever that is. And then I'm also obviously going to buy more books here. So I'm excited about that. Let me put these away real quick. Yeah. Alright, well, that's it. That's my little books over there. So, yeah, didn't really fill up anything, but okay, if you've watched this far, thank you so much for joining me. It's probably a really long video. I feel like I've been talking for a long time. Pretty tired. I'm really excited to fill these shelves and set up the rest of the office. We still need to get like a desk for the both of us. And so yeah, I'm pretty happy that this room's starting to get to go together. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I hope it was interesting or fun for you. But if it wasn't, I'm sorry. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. Please, what's a good question I could ask? Do you have a way of organizing your stash? Like, do you like to organize things by base, by color, by project? I think in the end, at first I was saying I was going to do it by color, but in the end I kind of did it by project type. So let me know what you like, or if you also organize your books. I do it by size usually, by height mostly because I just like that evenness, so I don't do it by author or anything. But let me know. That's fun. I love learning how people organize stuff, so yeah, I think that's it. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you had fun, and I'll see you next time. Bye.